Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this transition that you see on the screen right now, radial blur, with a picture that is changeable in the center. And I'm also going to change a couple screw controls into a slider control. Show you how to do that in this tutorial. And there'll be a free preset in the description below. Start with a cross dissolve, right click on it, convert to fusion cross dissolve. Then you'll see a fusion icon appear up here. Click on it to go to fusion. We're going to use the cross dissolve, so right click on it, ungroup. We can go to one viewer for this. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I can't use my hands and arms. That's why it's up there on the screen. Select the dissolve node, shift space, and radial blur. And while it's selected, go to smooth strength, right click, modify width, anim curves. Then you have a modifier up here. Go to it. And if you scrub the playhead, you'll see it goes from 0 to 1. We want to mirror that. So it's at 1 in the center, and then back out to nothing. The scale is what you use to adjust the amount of blur. So we're going to make a slider control so we can limit the amount. Right click on scale, edit controls, go to user, and the range 0 to 1. And select slider control, and OK. Now we have a user tab up here. Move your playhead to the middle, and test your slider control to make sure it works. By default, I'm going to leave it all the way up. And with the blur node selected, add a merge, click away right about here, shift space, and loader. This will be my default picture. Anything within a 16:9 aspect ratio will fit in, whether it's 4K, 1080, or 720, or anything in between. As long as the aspect ratio is 16:9. Plug it into the merge, and with the loader selected, shift space, and resize. And then select auto resolution. Then get a transform and an ellipse. Plug the ellipse into the merge mask, and we're going to connect the width and the height together with an expression. You can do it either way, but I recommend to follow along with me so we don't mess it up in the macro. Right click on the width, expression, grab the pick whip from the plus sign, take it to the height, and let go. Now it'll stay symmetrical. And then right click on the height, modify width, anim curves. Then go to the modifier. I'm going to show you what the curve does. It's very hard to tell by just watching them animate, unless you're on elastic or bones. You want to select height, because that's what we animated it with. Zoom to fit. We also want to select mirror, so they'll open and close. And the default size goes 0.45. And back to zoom to fit so it shows. By default, you can see the curve it has, just a linear up and then down. Go to easing. Expo on bold. There we go. That looks better. That makes it come in quicker, hold for a longer duration, and then go back out quicker. Now there's elastic. You can see what that does on there. I'm not going through all these. I just want to show you that you can use the spline editor to see what's going on with the whatever curve you chose. By default, I'm going to go on Expo. We're going to make a switch here. Like I said, the scale is what you can adjust the size of the ellipse with. If you go any bigger than 0.5, it's going to come right off the screen like that. So we're going to go ahead and make a slider control so we can limit that. So again, I'll set the default size to 0.45. Then right click on scale, edit controls, select user. On the default, you want to put in the 0.45. On range, you want to go 0 to 0.5. And the allowed, do the same. Select slider control, and up here put 0.5. And OK. Now we have another user tab, and give it a test. Make sure you're back to the default 0.45. Let's rename the transform to picture adjustment, because that's the one you're going to use to size your picture accordingly. Or move it if it's not right in the center. Okay, click away, make sure nothing's selected. Hold the control button down. Select these in the order that I do. Then right click on it, make sure none of the media is selected. Go to macro, create macro. Give it a name. And follow along. Delete file name and put in pictures that's 16:9. Just a reference back to what fits in there. Picture adjustment. And put in picture adjustment in front of center. The ellipse, soft edge. And we'll limit the max to 0.1. That's the anim curves. This is the switch we made. Delete scale and put in ellipse size. The radial blur. And this is the blur amount. Delete scale and put in blur amount. Go to File, Save as Group. It takes you to Macros. Go to Fusion instead. Templates, Edit, Transitions. Here is where you're going to make your folder to put your preset in. Once again, don't name it exactly the same, or Resolve won't recognize it. Hit Save, and we'll go look for it. If you can't find it, you may have to restart Resolve. Here it is. You can align your pictures. You can change them right here. You can flip it. Soft edge, max. Ellipse size. That's the max you can go. And blur amount. And under blur symmetry, you have clockwise. And counterclockwise. By default, they both spin their own direction. One counterclockwise and one clockwise. And you get some interesting results with the operation for the dissolve as well. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.